Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back. Time once again for a little bit of Meatycraft. So after the last episode, if you guys watched that, I believe I was putting together the Tinkers area. And after I finished recording, I just started going around and, fixing up the lab a little bit more. I finally moved this stuff here and this stuff to this side. It's kind of, I don't know, temporary, but it's all on this side now, so I'm not like going back and forth. I will rearrange this somewhere. Maybe put this probably down there, because that room down there is kind of a catch-all. Possibly move this back in here. I could put it back here, maybe right there even. Just to get it back in. Yeah, that's probably a better spot for that stuff. Put in another staircase just because, man, I got tired of using that one staircase there. Redesign, did the colors finally, kind of make it tie in a little bit better. Put some doors on here so now you can see what that little area looks like. I switched this to a double door. This is the one I always have trouble running through. What else? Okay, so this area, I took out that staircase right here that was going down into my mine that I haven't been in a long time. And let's see what I got in here. Gold and obsidian. Okay. And just put this stuff against the wall. But to get down into that mine now, it's super secret. Look. Yeah. Look at that. I made a carpenter's hatch and colorized it with this. So that just goes down. And see, that's where it used to come down. So I can still get down there if I want to, but there's no real reason to get down there. Whoa. Did that say 222? Oh, I thought it said 222. So I got that. Did this area here. Looks nice. This area, I just surrounded this with something other than regular wood. It's just the magic wood from Extra Utilities. Looks pretty good. Wait, did that chest change color? I think that chest changed color on me. I don't recall it being that color. All right. Anyway, I was grinding some stuff down here apparently. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, so we have iron. Got the gold. Got all this tin dust, but again, I haven't found a need for it yet. So as soon as I do, I can just, get it formed over into tin. So I'll just leave it in there for now. I think this area here looks pretty good, don't you? I mean, it looks pretty good. The Tinkers area. It's, it is what it is, but it looked pretty good. I just reorganized. It's like the evolution of the lab, it's you build it initially and you lay out all these areas and then you slowly start to figure out exactly what you want to do. You expand, you reshape, you change blocks. Like in here, I changed all these blocks. Remember, these were kind of mismatching, I think. So this looks a little bit better. Now you can see that my hearts have the orange and the one yellow on it. If you guys remember a while back, I did put all these hearts on, but it goes away. So all I did was I lifted this heart off and put it back on, and then they came back. So I was also checking to see what it would take to make more. And the thing that I ran out of, well, two things I ran out of. One, at the time, I didn't have any more necrotic bones. The other thing is I'm actually out of the miniature hearts, which is strange because I had so many. I think I got most of those from the loot bags. I think I got a lot of those from the loot bags. Got to make sure this one got full, and I'm sure that it spit up stuff all over the place. So that's that. What I want to do today is, excuse me, I want to make some wyvern boots to match the rest of my armor. At the time I made the armor and the sword, I was pretty short on resources for this particular mod. But now that we're pretty good, I think I don't think I'll have a problem making up some boots, and maybe we could possibly start looking at making the actual what is the next level? The draconic. Instead of wyvern, we make the orange one, so the draconic armor. Now, I had talked initially about putting making the reactor. Apparently, I'm still pretty far off from doing that. It requires me to go and get these chaos shards is a component, and the chaos shards are gotten from fighting the chaos dragon that's somewhere off on its own island in the end. And apparently you need like super bows and super swords and super picks and full on draconic armor with like spare cores to recharge it and all kinds of stuff. So that is pretty far off, if ever. So for now, why is that? Do you see that thing? Didn't it look like that lava was running out over there? Okay, one thing I want to show you guys. There was a lot of talk back and forth about this guy. And, all different types of stuff. So you can see right now, I've got the vacuum hopper here. And I've got one spare one in here, okay? So I just came into the world. I just came straight up here and checked. It's sitting here. Now, last time I did this, it was sitting there. Look at, so those things are those facade blocks. Again, just was testing it out. I'm covering up that cable. It looks like it's just gold, but it's actually just a facade on front of it. There's like the glass ones down below. So you can make some pretty cool looking things, like if you want to hide your cables. Like if I was running the cable in this wall, you want to make a facade out of this brick, you could. Now, I actually didn't look at that. I wonder if I don't know if it's limited or not. So, basalt, alt. I don't see any. So some of them may not have it. So it depends on like possibly the mod that brings that particular block into the world. But I want to show you something. There it is, right? So last time I came in and it was there. When I went into the nether and came back, it popped up. So let's go check that out. I'm gonna take this staircase this time just to change things up. Like after all this time, you're like, what? You're gonna change things up? So let's try this. See if it actually will make a difference, if that thing will pop off. So it didn't pop, and I say pop, it didn't like basically despawn when I first just came into the game, to the world, right? This isn't on a server. This is just a single player game. So now that we're here, let's just go check on this stuff really quick. See if these guys are still getting owned down here. Now, another thing about this is, you see how slow they're going? When I first come in here, if I don't come down here and get these things chugging, they'll do that. And that's when these chests actually overfill. It's not fast enough. So I may still end up changing this to the other setup, that we have upstairs in the overworld. Oh, by the way, you see how that did that right there? I can move this up so we can see what that is. See that? So I shrunk it. I didn't know until something popped up. I shrunk that shield information by configuring the HUD elements here. Now, whatever pops up right there, Undying Skeleton was slain. So we can at least see that now. You can toggle the scale of this, as well as this HUD display over here. Everything in between. Everything in between. I hope it's not too loud. I'm trying a little bit different recording. Just checking it out. All right, what are we at on this? 1092,739. Yeah, we've got a fair amount of XP. So this thing is working. You can see these things are starting to charge up. When they get up to speed, these things will get out of here a lot faster. Get rid of some of this junk out of here right now anyway. Help it out. I mean, I really don't need any of this stuff, honestly. Because I've got so much, in other places, so. Get rid of this. There we go. That should do okay. Now, let's go back into the overworld, right? It's slowed down by my own fans. Look at all the stuff that's sitting in the corner. Can you see that? It is what it is. It's the way I initially set up that hopper. The range, it's just going right into the wall. It doesn't bother me. Like, I'm getting so much more stuff from that than I need, then I'm fine. Oh, I should have showed you the lava here. I know I'm not going to take all the lava, but I have taken a lot of lava, and I'm having to move that thing super far away from my portal. Like the endothermic pump, having to move it super far away. All right, let's see if that thing is still standing. Nope. You see? Aha! It's gone. Look, 1 and 1. So, just to let you guys know that... There it goes. It's going now. That when I first come into the world, it doesn't... I don't know, call it what you want. Despawn, it doesn't break. It basically breaks because it's laying on the ground. Despawning means it would leave. It breaks it, and it puts it on the ground. Now this vacuum hopper will pick it up and hold it in here. And I just left the spare one that I made in here in case, like, I don't pay attention or something, and it, it is what it is. So I found out the hard way that going into, like, the nether, for example, and coming back, bam, that's when it pops. So I don't know if that gives you guys any more information about what that may be. Honestly, at this point, it doesn't really bother me. I'm not going to worry about it. Like with this, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to worry about it at this point. But I just wanted to pass that extra bit of information on that I found, which was from... I haven't played for a week. The last 3 episodes that you saw were recorded last Friday, I think. Friday, Saturday. No, something like. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now it's Friday night, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna hopefully record a couple episodes, but we'll see. It all depends on how I feel. But I wanted to share that with you guys, that when you come in from like a cold start, say you haven't played for a couple days, pop into the world, it's there. Everything's fine. And I could keep playing and leave and it's fine. But if I come in and I go into like the nether, I haven't tested like going into either the Twilight Forest or any of the other any of the other portals. I think I'm getting sick. But it does do that. But I think it only does it once. Like now, if I go back in there... Well, let's test that. Should we test that real quick? We got time, right? You guys got time? We got time. Alright, it's there. We're in the world. We've already went into the nether. So let's test it and see if we can pop back in there and pop back out. If it comes out, that would be very telling, actually. If it does it again, that would be telling. If it does, I don't think it's going to do it again. I think it does it once, but I'm speculating. I'm speculating at this point. All right, so we're in here. Fine. Oh, while we're in here, because I want to be in here for a second. I don't want to just come in and out. All right. Anyway, you guys remember, I started it right there. Then I moved it over here. Then I moved it all the way over there a few times going that way, right? So you can see just how far over this way I went. Like, no joke, right? Look at all this. So yeah, I do. Of course, I have a little bit there. I have some over there. Now, so after this, because putting it here, this isn't worth it. I'd have to change it. I need a huge area. So I started working my way this way. Wait till you guys see how far this is. It's no joke. No joke how far I've gotten. A do. Right? It's all the way out here. So I found, instead of putting it right here, I came out into this area here to suck all this up, and there it is right there. Now currently sucking up all this. Now, yeah, I have some stuff that way, I have some stuff that way, but you guys, that ain't no joke. People are like, oh, you'll never run out of lava. I beg to differ. I bet you I could. I bet you I could if I keep going. That's why I was looking at that other mod, but I might have to come up with, the reactor. Not that I don't even know if I want to do it, because there's a possibility of it exploding, and where it is, like if I put it right by my storage, it'll blow up my whole lab. It'll make me cry. And I don't really want that. I don't really feel like crying today. So, yeah, let's go with that. Let's test out something else. I'm going to back into this portal. I should be facing outward on my other portal. So I can just walk forward. Yep, knew it. Okay, let's see. By that little spawnage there, if it broke this thing again. Ho! Whee! It's pretty cool just trying to figure out like what's going on with things, you know? If something's acting wonky or what the... Okay, it's gone. It broke it again and it ended up way over there. Wow. Okay, there you go. Every time I go in and out of the nether, it breaks it. So there it is. This vacuum hopper is supposed to pick it up, but it ended up sitting right here. Put that one in your pipe and check it out. You know what I mean? That's crazy. All right, let's go with some... Let's try and make some... Hey, there's a moth in my... Get! Try to play Minecraft! Wyvern boots. Okay, so obviously we need the ingots. We need a wyvern core. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in our little thing here. All right, so this, let's see. See if we can make this. We can make a wyvern energy core. Okay, and then we need a regular wyvern core. What am I missing there? Oh, more draconic cores. Those should be pretty inexpensive. Thought I had a fair amount of those. Okay, now with that, I should be able to... Oh, I probably don't have diamond boots. I do now, son. There it is. Achievement get featherfall. So apparently they give you feather falling. All right, let's go put these in. Yeah, I definitely want to. I'm gonna move that. Just cleaning up that side of the lab now, you know, because it was like that was early on, right? When I first started. I haven't checked on Meaty and are they still over here? Oh my gosh, they are. Look at Meaty's got a little kitty. Meaty's got a kitty. Kitty. What about? Oh yeah, get in the corner, son. Get in the corner. Don't you shake your head at me. Meaty's got a kitty. Meaty hit me. He's pissed. He's like, listen, dude, get me out of here. All right, so let's put these chocobo. Put these boots in and get a charge on. This thing should be maxed. I haven't touched this in a while. It's at 8.1 billion out of 59.3 billion. So this should be instantaneous. Boop. Thank you. And it's still at 8.13 billion. So with these things running and chugging along, taking up all that lava, and, you know, for probably 10, I don't know, I haven't done anything over here in a while. It's just been storing mad amounts of energy. So probably could tie in some, you know, getting it up that high, I could probably tie in some solar ones like the one I have up there. Hold on a second. Let's put these bad boys on, man. Let's see what they look like. You look funny, man. You know, these other boots, whatever Inquisition boots, I'm pretty sure I got like a full set of this in one of the quests I did. They were pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I guess with the rest of the armor. That's weird. Why are they ready? You learn to improve the boots. Okay, 1 million. Shield capacity 20. Shield recovery. Use an upgrade modifier to boost these stats. Yeah, you can boost this stuff. I don't think I've boosted any of this stuff. Protection. Maybe I increased the protection? No. Nope. I haven't boosted. The only thing I had boosted before was the sword. Yeah. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, up here, where I never go, and I never used, I thought I was going to end up using this, but here, these things are the solar generators, right? This one never pops. It just sits there. But then again, it's not funneling energy either. So maybe that's why it's not popping. So these guys here could be used. These guys here could be used over there. I have these two. I don't remember if I made, like how many I made. That was a long time ago that I put that up there. And I was going to use that for the primary power of the lab. And then I got all carried away. You know what I'm saying? I get that way. Let's see. I don't remember. Oh, I've got one of the 8 times. So, I mean, yeah, I could make more, I'm sure, at this point. I could make more. And that's for my new piping. That's my new piping style bag. I'll just put these in here. So, Wyvern Energy Core. Wyvern Core. Did I make 2 of those or something by accident? Because, oh, I pulled them down into my inventory instead of putting them up there. That's probably why. I probably made double of those. It doesn't matter. It don't matter, man. You want chocobo feather? Boom. So this guy here. So obviously you can see my priorities that I set here. 22. 11. Minus 22. So again, first priority, second priority, third priority. That's working. That is working good, and I like it. You're working good like I know you should. All right. So if I want to clean up this side of the lab, this can stay. You know, this is its own little structure, and that can stay. It's weird is I put those, I put down that anchor, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 episodes ago, and it doesn't, I thought it would use these things or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't want it, you know, to go out. So if it's not using them and it's on, fine. Fine. Now, I might wait to move this when that, man, this thing, you know what? We need to go to the Twilight Forest and see if we can get an idea of where, like, how long until that particular quarry is done. To me, it feels like that quarry's been going a long time. Like, a long time. It's a little bit crazy. Plus, we can also check if that thing pops from coming in and out of this world. All right. So, here's the quarry. Oh, I see stuff right there. It works so much better. Remember, I'm like, dude, what do I use to do this faster? And I knew how to do this. I'd never even thought of this. Like, that's the thing sometimes when you get, like, you just get sidetracked, like, in your own mind. I was already using these things at the other end. At the other end, I was pulling out of the ender chest to go into the crystal chest, or the diamond chest. Why I didn't do it at this end is beyond me. Anyway, the hard part about figuring out how far this is it replaces it all with dirt, okay? So what we need to do is go, like, in there. We need to go in here. Let's go in here. Just pick a spot and go in here. Okay, this makes it easier to see how far it is. So it's over to... So it's working... Looks like that... My quarry's there. It looks like it's working across this way. It goes down first, right? So it's going that way. So we're all the way over to here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't you know I have an all-powerful sword? Who's hurting me? Is it oh, it's poison. I think it's poison from the witch. All right. Anybody else want to cause issues? So this quarry looks like it's... Oh, I know it's hard to see. Sorry about that. This quarry looks like it might be possibly right here. Like right there. It's hard to tell. No. Oh, you know what? This actually might be... No, because... Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, it looks like it's almost done. I could probably stop this quarry if I wanted to. It looks like it... Hey, what's up? I'll never find that exit where I came in here. Oh, there it is. I found it. That could be... It's possible that... No, I went over far enough. Look. Yeah, I went over far enough. You can see... Right to that edge here. This was where the quarry boundaries were. I could have used an angel block here instead of doing that, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. You take your dirt. You take your dirt. Take it back. Nice. Take that, and take that. I don't want any of that. All right. So, my point was, I was going to pick up this quarry. When this quarry's done, I will move that stuff back there. Don't know if I'm going to put it down again, but I just have to remember this setup. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, this setup is the same. This setup here, I don't like when it does that, but that's not affecting anything. I just would rather it not do that. So you could come off here and do it. Make this kind of small. With the ability to... See, I took out the trash can and everything on this end, and it's doing it at the other end. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, this doesn't have... The reason why this is so long here, you're like, why do you have it way back? Because I had a trash can here, and I had stuff in here, which I don't need. So it can literally be like, pull off of that one transfer pipe, and then go into that. So, you've got the transfer node, one length of pipe, and then the chest. You could really... make this quarry compact in comparison to what it is right now. So pretty soon, I mean, like I said, I could take this one right now, but I don't need to. But I'm curious. Let's see if that thing breaks coming in here like this. You know what I mean? It broke twice going in and out of the nether, but not coming in and out of the game. Whoop, whoop. I love the Carpenter's doors. Carpenter's is on my list of fun mods, man. I just like the little things. The cool beds you can make with it and the cool doors. Okay, I don't see it there. Up, there it is. Okay, so anytime we figured it out. Not why it's doing it, but so just if you guys were still curious, the few of you guys that were looking into it, working on it, again, it doesn't bother me. Because I've got this here now. But the weird thing is, that's 2 times in a row it was sitting here. So how is this thing breaking and not going into this hopper? I first tried to put the hopper up here, and it flew over here. So I put the hopper here, and the next time it did suck it in there. So how is it going poing way over there? Anytime I go into another world, another dimension, it's doing it. But not when I come into this world fresh. So fresh, exciting. You're so exciting to me. I gotta tell you guys, I was a little bit, just a little bit. I'm like, here we go again with this draconic thing. I wanted to make that all-powerful thing, but I'm too far away from it right now. But I am a little bit scared that I'll probably blow the whole place up. So maybe, like I said, maybe I will look into some other generators. I think solar would probably be the best. Redstone, the survival generators. I really want something I don't have to fuel. I'm guessing ender generators take ender pearls. High temperature furnace. I don't know what is the pink one. You feed it wool, TNT, like what? Solar potions, culinary. Maybe you got like a mob farm or something that's giving you a lot of potions or food. I'm really nether. Somebody told me, "Hey, Meaty, make a nether star generator." I'm like, and this was at the time I was trying to figure out how to get nether stars. I'm like, "Are you crazy? I'm trying to figure out how to get nether stars." I think we're pretty good on them now, though. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, we're up to 26. Whenever I feel bored, I just go over there and kill a couple dudes, and we're golden. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Maybe next episode we'll move this. You know what? I don't know if I can move that with. I guess you can move that with it storing it, right? Oh man, if I hit that and all that stuff pops out, that's over 1,200 stacks of cobble in there. Yeah, 1,200 stacks. Deep storage for days. That's how many cobble I have stored. 77,919. Wow. That, my friends, is a lot of cobble. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys next episode.